Hi everyone, welcome to Module 3, Characters. Last week we looked at film narrative, so you understood how story works. But story is nothing without characters. Characters are the heart and soul of your story. Please look at the notes, and in the notes you'll learn about a character Bible and what's really important about a character Bible. Character Bibles are vital in that they tell us who your character is, and they make you as a writer dig deeper to find out who your characters are. So one of the things I want to talk about in this video is what I call the character equation. It's in the notes, but it's something worth talking about because it's really important. Remember last week we spoke about what's happening now is not as exciting or engaging as what may or may not happen later as a really essential thing in talking about story. In character, I've got a similar thing, which is the character equation, which is something you should ask yourself all the time when you're writing, and it helps you slow down your narrative to make sure that your characters are behaving in character. Character motivation is a very difficult thing to teach. How do you know when a character is behaving in the right or wrong way? Well, you can use the character equation to help you with this. It's a very simple equation, and it is this: event plus choice plus response to event equals reveal character. So let's look very closely at this character equation. Event just means something happens. It can be anything. A telephone ringing, a door knocking, someone tripping over something, that's an event. Choice. A character chooses to respond to an event. So someone knocks on the door, the character can choose to respond to event, ignore it. Or another knock on the door, character, same event, knock on the door, different character chooses to answer the door. Each of those are characters responding in different ways to the same event. And the character revelation at the end means they're revealing something about themselves by the way they respond to events. So for example, the knocking on the door one, someone knocks on the door, the character chooses to ignore the door. Maybe they're revealing that they're shy. Maybe they're revealing that they're scared of something. Maybe they're revealing that they don't like the person on the other side of the door, but the engagement's happening with the audience. The other example, knock on the door, a character chooses to open the door. They're revealing that they're a normal person, they're opening the door. Okay, so I hope you're getting this. The most important thing about the character equation is that what the hell? There's a thing! Did you see this thing fell down? What the Come on! What's with you guys? I'm a professional. You see the way I responded there? That's mad, right? There was an event. The light fell down. And I responded in character, but my character was one of someone who's really arrogant and a little bit crazy. So there was an event. My character chose to respond to the event in a mad, crazy way. And that was the character equation at work. Let's look at a few other examples of how my character could have responded to the same event and revealed different things about their character. So the most important thing about the character equation is that the light fell again. This time, the character responded differently to the same event in a sort of calm, almost zen, quiet manner, like this thing happens all the time. So the character, the event, the light falls down, choice, the character chooses to respond to the event in a calm, relaxed manner. So you know, he's a calm, relaxed kind of guy. Right, so I'm a bit nervous now because these lights keep falling down all over the place. No. So the character equation is really, really simple. There's an event, as you saw in the last two examples, the event is the same event. The same character responds in two different ways, revealing themselves to be different characters. The first one's angry, the second one's very calm and relaxed. This means when you're writing, you need two things, very importantly, events to happen. Things need to happen in your scripts. Lights fall down, doors open, cell phones ring, things need to happen. A character in isolation with no events happening can't reveal themselves. So the first thing is make things happen. The second thing is make sure you show your character reacting to the events. So don't just have things happen and the characters don't react. Make sure that you have characters reacting to events in ways that reveal their character, that are true to that character. A character will only respond to an event in one particular way which is true to that character. If you have your characters responding to events in ways that are unbelievable, the audience are going to disengage with your film because they're not going to believe the character. That's really important. If you have a character who's kind of crazy and psychotic and responding to events left, right, and center in different ways, we don't know who they are. We don't know what their story is, so we're not going to believe them. So make sure that you have events and characters responding to events in real, believable ways. So if you look at the character equation, you may notice something there called choice. This is really important. Even though with some events it doesn't look like we're choosing, if there's a big explosion or a sound or something that scares you, you don't look like you're choosing to respond in a certain way, but you actually are. Your life experience has taught you to respond in a certain way. When we watch a movie, what's really important is that characters grow in a movie. In the beginning, for example, a businessman might be really busy and his son says, "Come to my basketball game." And the dad chooses to say, "No, I'm too busy." So he responds to the event of "come to my basketball game" with "no, I'm too busy." But as the story progresses, he learns the importance of family. Right at the end, the same event happens. The son says, "Dad, come to my basketball game." There's a pause. We look at the character's face and he thinks and he chooses to do something better and he chooses to go to the basketball game. So he chooses to respond to events in a better way. And that's why we watch movies. You know that moment when the camera's on the character's face and you see they're choosing, they're deciding, and they decide to act in a better way. It means the character's evolved, it means they've grown, it means that they're now responding to events in a way that reveals that their character has grown. Okay, so thanks for watching the video. I had a lot of fun, I hope you did. And to wrap up, we learned about characters and how they are the heart of your story. We also learned about the character equation, which is that there's an event, there's a choice, a response to event, and that reveals the character. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you had fun watching it. I had fun making it. Make sure that you check the Module 3 assignments folder. Do the assignments for this week. It's a character Bible. You'll have fun. And I'll see you next week.